Welcome back to the New York studio. We want to remind you this is doubleheader day of NFL action here on CBS. Our second game, some of you are going to see Atlanta at San Francisco or Dallas at Phoenix, but most of you will see the New York Giants take on the Los Angeles Rams in Anaheim. And if you think the Giants are going to have trouble with jet lag for this one, think again. Dick Butkus explains why.
It was cold and it was rainy back in New York City this week. Tough place to train, right? Well, don't ask the Giants. They hung out in Phoenix to get ready for the Rams. Head coach Bill Parcells put it this way.
Guys get a little tired, and breathe a little harder, and sweat a little bit more. I think that helps you condition it. I think they understand it.
Louder, Bill. I'm not sure the guys hear you. When they weren't sleeping, the Giants were swimming or they were at the pool anyway.
Looking at pretty girls in bikinis around the pool won't help you play better. It sure is nice to look at.
Right now, I'm going to take a little dive in the pool and get loosened up before practice because I might as well take advantage of it right now.
We usually go out and kick our heels up a little bit at night, but not to the extent where it's going to affect us the next day.
The Giants have a tough travel schedule to thank for this. They were looking at 30,000 frequent flyer miles over 5 games out west. Staying in Phoenix saved them 6,000, but it spoiled them too.
Hopefully this can be something that helps us win. I know we all hope it does, so that way we can get on Parcells about having to stay out here every year in the wintertime.
Landeta better not shank his first punt. Incidentally, Phil Simms is going to start for the Giants, but Dick, in our pregame show, you showed us the brace he's going to wear.
Right, and it'll be interesting for the viewers to watch the way Phil Simms plants his foot when he throws the ball, because he's got to plant it this way when he's throwing that way, and he has to use that as a brace. Now, you know, the Ram defense has been very vulnerable to the pass, so they're going to be in trouble there. But on the other side of the ball, Jim Everett has had a bad hip for the last 4 weeks, and now they say he's coming around. So you got two quarterbacks that are kind of banged up. So I think it's the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you know, Dick, speaking of Phoenix, that's where the Dallas Cowboys are going to be later today. And on Friday, Jimmy Johnson made the call to bench Steve Walsh, who delivered the team's only victory last Sunday night in Washington, in favor of his #1 draft choice, Troy Aikman. Both rookie signal callers tried to take the move in stride.
They made the decision because of the experience that I've gotten so far this season and the lack of experience that Troy has had this season. So I think that's, you know, one of the big reasons that they went ahead and decided Troy was going to start this week.
Yeah, I felt like it was, you know, more than time enough to play. And I've been out 5 games now, and it seems like it's been forever. But I'm excited that I'll get a chance to play with Sunday and play and finish up the next 7 ball games.
What about the move?
Well, they had to make the move, Brent, really. Aikman looked real good in practice, and the Cowboys see him as their future. It's not a knock on Steve Walsh. He's not playing, but Aikman's the guy who's going to be the guy to lead them to a championship.
I want everybody to hear an exciting call. The Falcons came away with a last-second victory over Buffalo last Sunday, and the radio call by Larry Munson was almost as exciting as the 50-yard winning field goal by Paul McFadden.
Going to try a long field goal. McFadden, long, good, good, good!
And back you go.
Our halftime score, the Washington Redskins 10, the Philadelphia Eagles 3. CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League will continue after this message and a word from your local station.
Looks like Winter just did in that poor fellow's battery. Wonder if he's smart enough to replace it with a battery built for extremes. A maintenance-free, high-cranking Delco. Smart fella.
AC Delco parts. They don't just fit, they match.
People always ask me, yo, Sinbad, why is McDonald's McRib sandwich only for a limited time? Because Chef Sinbad, said Mickey D's can have my secret for smothering tender, boneless pork in a delicious barbecue sauce forever. So I lied. They asked how long they could use my recipe. I said, let's flip. Lend me a dime. They thought I said limited time. Okay. Nothing this good lasts forever.
McRib at participating McDonald's.
When you've got your power stroke going, nothing's gonna beat you. Introducing Power Stick Antiperspirant. 24-hour protection in just one wide stroke. New Power Stick from Fabergé.
This season, smart truck hunters are saving big bucks at their Heart of New York Chevy dealers. Over 1,000 trucks. S10s, Blazers, full-size, and 4x4s beat the competition with more standard horsepower, more towing ability, two-tier loading, independent suspension, and shift on the fly. And you can get a fat $1,250 back, or 6.9 to 10.9% GMAC financing. So bag big savings on Chevy trucks now at your Heart of New York Chevy dealers.
Why would you buy a desktop computer when you can have the portability of a work-anywhere LabPro computer from Global Automation Systems? The new LabPro computer allows you to take your computer to work, to school, almost anywhere. American-made to global strict specifications, the LabPro computer comes complete with software and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Save hundreds by buying direct from Global Automation. Call 697-2700 for a free demonstration. The work-anywhere LabPro computer. Call now and make your work a little easier.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by Sharp Electronics Corporation. From Sharp Minds comes Sharp Products. Braun electric shavers. It's through superior design that superior performance can be achieved. And by Chrysler Motors, satisfaction is your right, and we intend to see you get it.
Randall Cunningham continues to warm up on the sideline as we get set for the third quarter. Washington leads it by a count of 10-3. And there have been a couple of unusual situations with quarterbacks and their centers today, Terry. Mark Schlereth and Doug Williams for one.
Well, that's just a case where you have a wide base quarterback who has a wide stance. It takes longer to get your feet under you to pull them out. And so, therefore, when a guard is stepping down, he'll beat you a lot of times, and we've seen it happen. Montana's a classic example of that. So it happens, and you can look at Williams on the screen here and notice how wide his base is, almost as wide as the center Bostic. And now notice the right guard. There's Schlereth. There, see, there's the left step by him, and Williams' right foot is still in place, and so down he goes. So it happens.
In any vote, though, of goofy things between centers and their quarterbacks, that takes second place to what happened with Randall Cunningham and David Alexander. This was just before halftime as the Eagles were trying to get into scoring territory. Watch David Alexander go over the ball.
Alexander obviously is just used to Randall putting his hands under him, but normally a center goes by pressure. There is no pressure, so that tells the center that my quarterback does not have his hands underneath me, and you can't assume anything in any business, and as a center, you feel pressure, and then the quarterback, when he wants the ball, will push a little harder, but gosh, Alexander, that's just something I've never seen. Hard to believe.
Here's Steve DeLine out of Rand, Colorado, the man who kicked a 49-yard field goal, and he will kick off to start this half. DeLine, who came in for a tryout with the Eagles 2 weeks ago while Luis and Deos were still here, he said the first time he tried to kick a field goal, he hit Reggie White right in the face with the ball. And he immediately kicks it out of bounds, so it'll come out to the 35-yard line. And DeLine said he went up to Buddy Ryan and said,
Kick
Coach,
off out of bounds. The ball will be put in play at the receiving team's 35-yard line.
Said, Coach, I guess that's not conducive to making the ball club, but I think that 49-yard field goal will be.
Really a humble guy. Just, you know, when he was released by the Eagles, he went up and asked to be released because he had split his sternum, got kicked by a colt on his ranch when the Eagles brought him in, and he went up to him and told him, I just can't play. And the Eagles said, well, put him on IR, injured reserves, which you get paid for. And he said, no, I don't want that. Just release me. I don't deserve to be paid. And he went home. And I think his character is one of the reasons Ryan brought him back.
From the 35, first down and 10. Art Monk starts in motion. Williams, incomplete, intended for Gary Clark. At halftime, let's take a statistical look. The average start for the Redskins, they have terrific field position, and they divided it up evenly in rushing and passing yards, and Philadelphia's offense sputtered, to be kind.
You can do a lot more when you're starting on your own 43 than you can your own 22. It does make a difference.
10-3 is our score. The Eagles did get a 49-yard field goal as time expired to end the first half. Mike Tice comes left. And again, a very young Redskin offensive line has played quite well. Morris, flag is down. They're going to get Ray Brown on Reggie White again.
You can understand